Big Show with Night and Day. Pick up a Night and Day milk bar card and get your 6th shake for free.
Welcome.
This is big.
To the Hodaki Big Show.
Really big.
With Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Well, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Friday afternoon, the 1st of December 2023. And you, my friends, are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night, Day and Moki. You'll be loving this, mate. The first official day of summer. How you feeling?
So good, man. So good. A little bit taken aback there, you mad dog, you sick son of a bee, by the fact it's been absolutely freezing.
Freezing, yeah, totally.
Yep, I got my swan dry on today. I'm that cold, but yeah, I'm sure it's a sign of things will be changing soon. You know, they'll be on the up.
Yeah, totally, mate. Can I say, as always, looking like a massive stallion.
I appreciate that, babe.
What colour shirt is that? I'd say that's a grey, maybe.
Yeah, it used to be black and it's faded,
it's
and now
faded,
it's grey.
yeah, and it's rare.
It's like Keyzie's pink jacket, except it's not pink.
Yeah, and it really fits your body so well, man. It's just clinging on there like a bit of
A
glad
dear
wrap,
life.
a little bit of glad wrap. Keyzie, you mad bastard, how's life?
Yeah, good fellas. It's Friday, only a couple of weeks to go for the show, which is exciting. But also a Christmas party after this, so very excited.
Yeah. I'm telling you what, Keyzie, I'm loving the comedy shirt.
It's not a comedy shirt. I'm just sticking with the theme of the party and doing what everyone else on staff is doing, other than you two,
In
basically.
the comedy lid.
Yeah. I mean, but what you're saying? It's not a comedy shirt.
Well, no, it's not real. I mean, it sort of is.
Yeah,
It's to
because
have a
I
laugh.
saw it and I laughed.
Yeah. Well, it's like how you guys are wearing those funny big nose and glasses all the time.
Oh, right, is that how it is? Hey, now listen, of course it's Friday, so shout out Friday, so feel free to text on 3483 or give us some talkbacks. If you've got the iHeartRadio app, send us a message. And of course, as always, if you want to call us on 0800 Hodaki, hey, yes,
Friday Throbber.
Oh,
Yeah,
Friday
right on.
Throbber, of course, after 5 o'clock, tune into that. This is a very poignant moment. Let's kick off with a bit of the Pogues.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
The cult there on the radio, Hodaki Big Show this Friday afternoon, of course, kicking off there, Mogi, with the Pogues. A bit of a tribute to the great man himself, Shane McGowan, sadly passing on.
Yeah. Well, he made it a lot longer than most people would have thought he would have.
For sure.
67, I think.
Was he?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought he's a bit older than that, but 67, that's a good nudge.
Yeah. Not a bad run there, and because an appalling degenerate alcoholic, wasn't
Yes,
he?
yeah.
Blighted by the alcoholism there, and his autobiography is a very good read.
Oh,
if you get
okay.
a chance to get your hands on that.
I'd love to read that.
I've got it at home. Yeah, bloody good. But yeah, I wouldn't have said his output was particularly strong in his later years, but it could be one of those things where he is doing lots of things, but it doesn't make it outside the borders of the UK.
Sure.
That's probably what was going on
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
But he had a couple of cheers.
And I tell you what, he lived life to the full, didn't he?
Well, if getting maggoted every day is living it to the full, then
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Hey, I believe we've got a few shout-outs there, Keyzie, on 3,
Well,
4,
we do,
8, 3.
Jace, but this is the big poll. We usually do the big
you don't
poll
want to do
here.
those now?
Well, do you want me to?
Oh, just a couple.
Let's do it. Well,
Oh, okay, we'll do
the big poll. We'll do
we'll
shout-outs
that.
next.
Yeah, we'll do the big
Okay.
poll first.
the big poll.
Well, I tell you what, Mogi, walking to the car last night, I noticed there were a lot of work do's out there, a lot of work Christmas parties happening at the various bars around this location. And so with that in mind, the big poll today, getting steamed at the work Christmas party, yes or no?
How are you feeling about this one, fellas? Because my vibe on it is yes, and
Sure.
not too steamed, sensible like I
Well, it
always
says
do.
steamed.
Right, so is that full steamed?
Well, steamed.
Yeah. Whereas my vibe on you boys is you never do.
That is correct. Yeah. Because I worked in film for most of my life, 20 years or something like that.
Sure.
And so then at the end of every film you worked on, they'd have a rap party.
Aye.
They have a rap party there.
Yes.
What do they usually entail? Are they
And
quite big?
Getting maggoted.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
much like your Christmas work do there.
Right,
Keyzie.
okay.
Absolutely getting maggoted. But for me, like I'd go there and I'd have a couple of beers. This is in my mid-20s as well, or, a bit later. But I didn't like the idea of the last memory of the bosses there would have of me was me being off my face.
Yeah.
And so I'd just have a few there and then I'd go somewhere else and get off my face.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, back in the day, that didn't always happen that way for me. Quite often, I get off my face at the sort of show wrap.
Oh, yeah.
Quite often, actually, the lure of free booze was too much for Hoity J.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's where I'm at now.
There were a couple of occasions that I won't get into. But
Can
Keyzie,
you get into those?
Keyzie, obviously. I remember our last Christmas party, actually, and you were absolutely maggoted. How are you feeling about it, man?
Oh, I'm feeling very positive. I'm feeling the same as last year. You know, I've had a couple of beers now already. I'll just coast through the show, get through the throbber, chalk up another win, and then after it, it's just sort of go hard with all my mates there, all my fellow office workers, and, you know, midnight, call it quits, taxi home, and have a full head of memories for the next day.
Don't you mean get your wife,
Your wife
to
to
pick
pick you up, you mean?
Nah, she's on it tonight as well. Which has
okay.
ruined everything for me.
Well, you know, because the other thing that you need to factor in there, and we'd like people's response to this on 3483 or Talkback or however you want to get in contact with
you
us.
can vote on the big
You know,
poll.
because of course, the beauty, I guess, of the rap party, Mogi, was you didn't necessarily have to go back in there.
Yeah, right.
Whereas the work do often
Monday.
you disgrace yourself.
Yeah.
You've got the weekend to freak out about it.
Yeah.
And then you come in on the Monday,
Oh,
the tail between your legs. We'll get into that chat next. But in the meantime, here's the red hot chili peppers.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Tune there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show. A few shout-outs coming in on 3483. What's going on there in the world, Keyzie?
That's right. Don't forget you can send us talkbacks as well on the iHeartRadio app on your phone. Hold down the microphone, speak into it, and we might play it here on the radio.
Mansplaining.
Sorry. Shout out to Big Dino and the fellas who are knocking off early after a big year of hard yakka. Cheers. That's from Big Dino and the fellas.
I love Big Dino and the
Yeah, he's
fellas.
a good man.
Yeah,
Big
good
unit.
stuff. Good stuff.
Massive unit. G'day, fellas. My Christmas party was 2 weeks ago, and I've still got a couple of weeks' worth of work left to do, so not really feeling it today, if I'm honest. Cheers.
Started through that one.
Yeah,
sorry.
quite
It's been ages.
that was quite a rambly one,
Yeah,
actually.
It's been ages.
It feels like sort of pointless to have said that one, but then anyway, keep those coming on 3483. They're piling in.
Yeah.
Hey, now, Keyzie, I watched your car review last night, mate.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, what do you
good,
think?
Yeah, good work.
Really?
Good work. Yeah, good work.
Okay.
I liked it.
Cheers. I've started sort of doing wee review videos for driven.co.nz, which is like it's part of our company here, and it's like recommendations if you want to buy a new car. So I've filmed. I like to try and make them funny, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm a bit of a funny guy. And so I try to make them funny. They posted it on Facebook, and the comments were great. The comments on Facebook were great.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Made me want to do more of them.
Well, when I had a look at it, all I saw was the bit at the. I thought it was a short video, but I must have just caught the back end of it where the ball, and not to ruin it, but the balls fall out.
Yeah,
I thought that was it, so it's a bit longer than that.
That's a short clip I clipped off to try and get people to watch the full thing.
Oh, okay.
So it's about 3 minutes long.
Oh,
I'll say
right.
you clipped off the humorous part of it.
No, there's
in order
about
to sort of drive
It's just
people
rammed
into
with
it.
comedy.
it's comedy from start to finish. It's
Right.
like it's like that.
You wearing that shirt in it?
No, I was wearing my like quite cool clothes. Actually,
Did you hit the same hairdo?
No, I had my old hairdo.
Yeah. Oh, bugger, eh?
So annoying that I had my old hairdo. But the first comment, literally within 10 minutes, right? And this is a page that it's just car fans like me. I'm a car guy. I thought it was just my fellow car fans. First comment from Mark Baker. Guy's a blowhole.
A blowhole?
I thought it was blowhard, Mike.
Blowhole?
Yeah, he called me a blowhole.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what that means, but it sort of fits somehow.
Yeah, well, weirdly, yeah.
Yeah.
Next comment from Drew Smith. Effing junk.
Yeah.
Obviously didn't even watch the video.
Is he talking about you or the car?
I think he's obviously talking about the car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But
obviously.
In the car world, right, car enthusiast world, there are people, and I'm a V8 guy. I like petrol cars, but they refuse
Same.
and they go
Same.
onto every post about an EV, and they all just lay into them.
Yeah.
So that's what's happened to this one
Yeah.
here.
Is that what it is?
Even though electric vehicles are faster and better all around, it's weird.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're not as cool as your Chevs.
Yeah.
You know
Or
what I
you-
mean?
or you-
It's like vape versus smoking darts, isn't it?
Yeah, totally.
Whereas
like
'cause-
your Lego model car.
Well, my attitude is if you drive whatever the hell you want, and I'll drive what I want.
Good on you,
But
man.
don't need to go out there and, you know.
Backbone.
The next comment was 20 years, this is from Shane Clow or something. 20 years ago, radio hosts were doing skids and V8 Commodores that cost less than these disposable vehicles. Now we get this.
Oh, it's not right.
Yeah.
He's got a point there.
Well, no,
Yeah,
he don't. No, what?
I
Because I don't do
think he's-
burnouts.
It has
Yeah.
got kind of watered down, hasn't
It
it?
has, yeah.
And
Well,
then
more lame.
Yeah, lame.
the next thing from Alex Dexter, F your EV. And so what I've discovered is that no matter how much work you put into something to do with cars, if it's electric vehicles, it's going to get laid into by random people from around
Oh,
New
yeah, I
Zealand.
totally think it's just because it's an electric vehicle
You
that
reckon
people
that's it?
hated on it.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't call an electric vehicle a blowhole, but...
No.
No, they called me a blowhole.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Yeah. Hey, keep those texts coming
Insults
on.
coming in.
No.
3483. Go and see that video actually, and let Keyzie know how you feel about it. He needs a bit of a boost.
Yeah, if you want to watch it, go to the Radio Hodaki Instagram, and you'll find a link there.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
The Offspring there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Friday afternoon. I had quite a frightening experience in the old gym today, Mogi.
Oh, yes.
I was in the bathroom there, stark naked,
Yeah.
because I like, when I'm in the bathroom, I just wander around naked after my shower, and just because I like to get all the angles. There's heaps of mirrors in there.
Oh, yeah.
Because sometimes I've only got the one mirror at home and I can't see my butt.
Yeah.
So that's where you got
know,
the massive fright from.
And I was just looking, going, God, I'm looking good. Anyway, this young buck walks in, when I say young buck, probably
Like a human.
Keyzie's age, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, actually a bit younger than that. Maybe 28, 29, sort of late 20s.
Sure.
And he was built like a brick dunny.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, he goes to the...
Sick lid on him.
Yeah, well, he actually was a pretty stylish dude.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
lid was, very acceptable. So he goes to the toilet there, and he starts urinating into the centre of the bowl there.
In the water, straight into the water.
straight into the water, which I immediately went, fair cop, man.
Backbone.
Stallion. But I swear to God, it was the most powerful urine stream I have ever heard. I don't know if you've ever been to Niagara Falls, and the water hitting from Niagara Falls, hitting the water there. It's just like this cacophony of noise.
Right.
It was a phenomenal urine stream, and I was like so impressed by it that I actually had to turn around. And not only was he weeing in the middle of the water there with the most powerful stream, he wasn't even holding his fatus.
Right.
He was texting on his phone.
With both hands.
With both hands. And I just went, you legend.
Yeah.
And, the confidence of youth. I don't know how long it's been for you since you've been able to do that, because you're saying you're a bit staccato these days, a bit sort of did it. I've got a pretty good stream, but this was next level, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not but it's certainly on the way. Last night I got up at 4 a.m. for a wee, and I had a bit to offer. I had a bit to give.
You were pretty full?
I was pretty full.
Yeah.
But nowadays I have to stand at just at the perfect angle, and I can't fully button on. You know, when you're buttoning on and you're bearing down and you're giving it death.
Yeah.
That actually turns the tap off for me now, so I have to pull back just a little bit on the full noise.
I hear
and
what
then
you're
it
saying.
just sort of, it's like I was thinking about last night. I was thinking, all the things that usually go through your head when you're urinating into the water with less strength than you used to. 1 year, 2 year, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years ago. You think to yourself, I wonder if I've got cancer and how bad it is and when I'm going to die.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's funny, isn't it? Because, as I say, I've still got a pretty powerful stream myself.
Sure you have.
My concern in that scenario is just not breaking wind while my wife is in bed. But you were saying off air, Keyzie, that...
I was waiting for this to come round to me, yeah.
That when you go wheeze, there's like a 10, 15-second delay before your flow starts. What's
that
going
is
on
right.
there?
That is right. It is. And it's the same. It's at night as well, I've noticed, Mike. Not as bad as what you're describing. But, and then I can't go wheeze without... have you ever gone wheeze without holding it downstairs?
Yeah.
Because I haven't.
Right.
I've never tried it, and I worry that because my head would probably go into the water itself.
I used to do it quite a lot, and I used to do it when I was steamed,
Yes.
and I'd get it out there, and I would use the time to roll a cigarette.
Yes, I've
that's
done
pretty
that.
cool.
I would straight up do that.
Back in my day, I used to have to back off 3 or 4 feet
Yeah.
Because of the, if I was in a urinal scenario, because of the
Old hydrant hoit.
because of the splatter.
Yeah.
But
I
text
used
us.
to have the same thing that would happen to me, and I was worried about that, Keys. It takes a while to start.
Yeah.
You're in there, and you're thinking, God, I thought I'd started, but then you remember that it's, 20 feet long and that.
Yeah. How's your urine flow, New Zealand? Text us 3483. In the meantime, here's the Fratellis.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Prodigy there on the radio Hodaki Big Show this Friday afternoon. Now, listen, of course, being a Friday after 5 o'clock, the Friday Throbber, and our mates at Super Liquor have jumped on board and helped us out with an amazing new competition. Tell people all about it, Keyzie.
So basically they've given us $200 cash, right? And we were giving that away to people, and they could nominate someone to get $200. That went really well. So
everyone that voted on the Throbber.
I don't know
That's
why
right.
we need to confuse this by talking about what we used to do.
But hang on. And then they came back to us and said, hey, that went really well. Let's make it even better.
Okay.
Not only will we give someone you nominate $200, you'll also get $200.
The nominee.
The nominee
Me?
and
Oh.
the nominee and the person they're nominating, they each get $200 now.
God.
All right, and all they have to do is call 0800 Hodaki and help us with the Throbber after 5 o'clock.
This water's getting muddy, eh?
Yeah,
You see
because
that?
you're muddying it. You're lobbing big bloody clumps of mud all in it.
So, for example, you could ring up and nominate your wife,
My wife?
and
Sure.
then you have $200. So between you have 400. That's a good night out.
Which means she's got 400.
Well, possibly yes.
But the
Depends
most-
how you run your accounts in your house.
The most important part of this is, though, you have to listen to the Throbber, help us vote. And it doesn't
Yeah.
go to the person with the winning vote. We just do a lucky dip, and boom, cash, thanks to Super Liquor. Cheers to that, fellas.
That's right. She's a pretty big one today, isn't it? Of course, Hoity J still with the possibility of coming in second and moving Keyzie down to last. Keyzie still with the possibility of coming in
First. That's
and
right.
Mogi, I don't think I can come last, but I can come first.
That's right. So you're on 14. I'm on 12 wins. Hoity J's on 10 wins.
Whoa, that's a big one.
And how are we feeling going into this? Because I put a lot of effort into this while I was on holiday, and I wrote down 5 guaranteed
Winners.
not winners, but ones that I think will be pretty good.
Rightio. Well, I've put no effort into it. I've got 3, and I'm going to get either you, Keyzie, or Pugs to pick the numbers 1 to 3, which correlate to a song. In the last 3 weeks, that's how I'll be choosing my Throbber.
Are they the last 3 songs off the Black Album?
Off the Black
Is that
Album.
after
Really?
you've put no
Nah,
is
they're
that
not.
after you've put no thought into it?
Well, yes.
He's
yes.
come up with a little
the man
game.
that spends 15 minutes in Studio B making sure it's absolutely perfect.
Yeah, that's why I've won 2 years in a row, and I'm
Well,
going to win for a
yeah,
third.
you're competitive. I'll give you that.
What about you, Jase?
And you, on the other hand.
I don't. I'm just here for a good time, not a long time.
Really?
There's truth
yeah,
in that.
totally.
Have you got a song in mind right now?
Yes, I've got a Throbber. Of course I have.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Bit of David Bowie there for you Friday afternoon. A couple more shout-outs before 5.
Sorry, Jase knows that the text machine is playing up, and so he's intentionally trying to get me to make up shout-outs. Or I'll do it. I'll do it. Steve in Hamilton, he says, shout out to the Big Show, fellas. Hope you have a great Christmas party tonight, guys. Steve from Hamilton there.
See,
Darren,
as soon as I hear the name Steve, I know there's an issue
you
going
know
on.
the text machine's playing up. Stop making me do this.
All right.
Darren in Taranaki says, hello, Mogi.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Just going from bad to
Just
worse.
move on.
Hey, listen, coming up after 5 o'clock, we've got the Throbber,
Oh,
of course,
yeah.
so make sure you tune into that. Mogi's got some issues with the birds at the moment. There's
Yeah.
something weird going on. All that after 5.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
It's the Hodaki Big Show's Friday Throbber.
Yeah, welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope your Friday's going along very nicely indeed. In terms of the cricket, by the way, 2:48 for 4 now. So it's moved on from the news there, Mogi. And the Bangladeshis looking to declare, I think, maybe later in the afternoon.
Well, there's a little bit of a chat about it being a draw, but I think the Bangladeshis know their local conditions.
Aye.
And it could be a very interesting last 4 sessions.
Indeed, Mogi, indeed. That'll be my Friday afternoon. Now, if you're just joining us for the the first time and you're going, what the hell's the Friday Throbber? Well, each of us picks a song. When I say each of us, I mean me, Mogi and Keyzie, to kick off your Friday night into the weekend. A Throbber!
Well, that's the thing we need to reiterate, is it's designed to get the party started.
Yeah, totally, man. Totally. Yeah, that's a good way of saying it.
It feels like
Keyzie.
Keyzie is like trying to make a point there. Maybe or maybe not. I don't know if it's got anything to do with his song choice. I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know.
All I do know is that we are keeping score. Currently, Jase, you're coming last.
Yes.
You're on 10. I've got 12 wins for the season.
Yeah, you do.
Mike's on 14. So we've got 3 throbbers left. I could possibly come first.
Good.
Jase could possibly come second. Mike likely going to come first, though.
Well, no, we don't know.
But having said that, also thanks to our mates at Super Liquor.
That's right.
Because everyone that nominates votes in the Throbber also gets to nominate someone and get $200 themselves.
That's right. They've given us some cash. They've said, hey, if you've got someone that would like $200, that's great. You vote on the Throbber. Now they've upped it and said, if you nominate someone, you also get $200.
Right.
Yeah, so good.
You get that, Mike?
Yeah, I got
Yes,
it.
400, fellas?
Yeah, so 0800 Hodaki is how you vote, but first, you can't vote without knowing the songs, fellas?
True. Who's kicking us off today?
I'm happy to go first, fellas. Look, it's
Sure.
the first day of summer today, and nothing says summer like a little bit of Shapeshifter.
Sure.
Just an absolute tune. Put your arm around your mate, put your arm around your missus. This is a Throbber.
There you go.
Is that in colour? No, what's...
I can't even remember.
Yeah, it's Shapies, though,
Yes.
ain't it?
Electric Dream,
that's
thank you.
right. So
yeah,
good.
very nice.
What were you? What did you have to play there?
Very nice, Mogi.
Thanks, mate.
Well, talking of kicking a party off, this will kick a party off.
Fellas, I'm ready to get up and do my thing. I want to get into it, man, you
Bit
know.
of James Brown.
Like a sex machine, man. Moving, doing
Tune.
it, you know.
Tune.
Can I count it off? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Get up, get on up. Get up, get on up. Get on the scene.
Get on up like a sex machine. Get on up.
That always gets people boogieing
That
on a
is a
Friday
tune.
party.
Yeah.
I as soon as that went off, my spidey senses were like, Jase has picked this song before.
Oh,
Like 2 years ago.
Sex Machine. Okay, I'll look it
Maybe.
up.
I checked the playlist,
Oh, wait,
Okay,
there we
okay.
go.
but
That's fine. We've been doing it for a while now.
I haven't ever thought of James Brown, I don't think.
There's only one person who's funkier than James Brown, fellas.
Okay.
And that's the lead singer of Papa Roach.
Tear my heart open, I sew myself shut. My weakness is that I care too much. And the scars remind me that the past is real. I tear my heart open just to feel. Drunk and I'm feeling down.
All
Rob
right.
City, big
I
fella.
can see old Pugs is loving it there in Studio B.
I'm amazed. Like Keyzie was saying, I spent weeks away over in Europe thinking about my throbbers, and that's what you come back with. It's a
Yeah.
good tune, man. I've been singing along to that one.
I came back with one piece of paper that had Papa Roach underlined on it.
Hey, well, listen, the good thing is you decide New Zealand. Give us a call right now on 0800 Hodaki. In the meantime, here's Food Fibers.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
It's the Hodaki Big Show's Friday Throbber.
Yes, indeed. Welcome back, you mad bastards. So the Friday Throbber, the phone line's going crazy as always, fellas. Old Mogi went with a bit of this stuff.
That's New Zealand, man. That's
man.
New Zealand summer.
Is that P. Diggs?
You can't go past it, man.
There you go, a bit of yummy boys for you. I went for a bit of funk.
Fellas, I'm ready to get up and do my thing. I want to get into it, man, you know. Like a sex machine, man. Moving, doing it, you know. Can I count it off? 1, 2, 3, 4. Get up. Get up. Get on up.
Tune.
And old,
And old Keyzie.
What?
You went for someone even more funky than...
Keyzie's got his hair straighteners out to sort out his lid, and he's gone with a bit of emo Papa Roach.
No, I've gone for the one person funkier than James Brown.
I tear my heart open, I sew myself shut. My weakness is that I care too much. And the scars remind me that the past is real. I tear my heart open
That's your rock,
just
man.
to fail.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. But you decide, New Zealand. Let's go to the phone lines. Russell, you mad bastard. How's life?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad.
Good on you, mate. What are you running with there, Russell? What are you running with there, mate?
Oh, we've got to get funky on it, mate. Yeah.
Oh, Papa Roach.
No chance that. No.
Is that a vote for Jase?
Most definitely is.
Good on you, mate.
Good on you, Russell. Good on you, mate.
Good for you, Jase.
Let's... Excuse me, Keyzie. Jake, how's life, mate?
Yeah, bloody good, mate. Bloody good.
How's Chicha today?
This morning was quite cold, but it's turned into an absolute pearler this afternoon.
Yeah, same
here,
here, mate. Same here. Freezing my ass off this morning. Beautiful this afternoon.
Man from Christchurch, you'd love a bit of shapey.
Yeah, what are you going with there, Jake?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Keyzie today.
He
You should
loves
be
the
ashamed
funk.
of yourself.
He loves the
Yeah,
funk.
good on you. Remember, everyone that's voted, stay on the line, by the way. Don't go away. Richard, you mad bastard, how's life?
Thanks, mate. Bloody good.
I love how he thanks mated you before you could thanks mate him.
Yeah, got you.
Where are you calling from, Richard?
The wonderful town of Palmerston North.
Oh, beautiful. The 06.
Good on you, mate. Good
It's
on
my
you, mate.
The Vegas to my live-in.
What are you running with there, Richard?
Look, in my opinion, there's only one tune which can get a party started, and that's a bit of shapey.
Whoa! That's three-way tie.
Douche. Actually, I tell you what,
Hasn't
fellas.
happened for a while.
Yeah, it's been a
Has
while
not
since
happened
that
for a
has
while.
happened.
Yeah, it's because Pugs has been in my spot. Got him. All right.
Stay on the line, Richard. Willie from Auckland, how's life, mate?
Yeah, pretty good.
Good on you, mate.
What do you reckon?
You're the decider here, Willie. You're the decider, big fella. What are you running with for the throbber?
Oh, I have to go with a bit of shapeshift.
Very
God
good.
bless you, brother.
Oh.
You're a good man, Willie. And that is the throbber done for another year.
It
a
is.
three-peat for Mogi.
Done and
and
dusted.
Keezie and Jason will be fighting it out for the wooden spoon.
Oh, we still
for the
got to
rest
carry
of the...
on with it.
Oh, you got to, mate.
Yeah,
Of course
I
you
think
do.
so.
The
Friday
people
throbber.
need a throbber.
Well, there you go. Shapeshifter wins the day, fellas.
Okay, I'm deeply distraught about that because literally the throbber is done for the year.
Oh, so good.
Mike has taken it out with 15 wins. I'm on 12. Jace, you're on 10 and in last place. So there's not enough. There's not enough time for us to claw it back.
The only thing that could make me happier for the rest of the year
As we
is
share
if
the
you
wooden
both
spoon.
come last.
Yeah. And that's the best case scenario. Now we have to choose a winner, fellas.
We do.
We have to choose a winner. What's the vibe here?
Well, I'm pretty fond of Willie from Auckland, to be honest with you.
Okay.
He's put me over the edge
I
there.
mean,
yeah,
yeah.
good on you, Willie.
Willie.
You there, Willie?
Yeah.
Well, great news for you, mate. Who would you like to nominate?
I'd have to nominate my pregnant partner.
Good on you, brother.
Well, that's $200 to her. and
awesome.
$200 to you, Willie.
Cheers to Super Liquor,
Very
Willie.
handy.
Yeah, bloody good, Willie. Congratulations, mate. $200 each thanks to Super Liquor. Cheers to that.
Tune.
Hey, cheers to Mogi.
Yeah, well done,
Cheers
mate.
to you, Keyzie.
3 years in a row he's won the throbber. And I'm
Go on, say something.
I'm stoked.
No, it's great.
I'm stoked for you, brother.
Yeah, it's good news.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah, let's have a bit of shapies.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Shapeshifter, the Friday throbber this week. The cricket score at the moment, 265 for 5.
Day 4, AJ's.
Yeah.
So good.
good.
Look, let's just address the fact that the throbber is done for the year.
Sure.
We'll continue for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. It's not, well, I don't consider it to be a dead rubber because Jase can come back from here, get 2 wins, and that will make for the most incredible year of throbbers that we've ever had, in the sense that Keyzie was on 11. The next place was me in 5th. I had 5 wins or 4.
Yes.
And then just an absolute drought of victories for Keyzie coming in the home stretch there. I mean, I've never seen anybody. The last time I saw somebody choke like that, it was South Africa in a semi-final of a Cricket World Cup.
Sure.
Wow. Well, I'm not going to lie. It was tough times, fellas. I ran out of Smash Mouth tunes there, you know.
Well,
and it's not as easy as it looks.
And in fairness, actually, Keyzie, I think we shared the wooden spoon last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we did.
Did we really?
wow.
Because that would make me so deeply unhappy if that's true.
Yeah, we did. Because,
Did we really?
And we were talking about having a decider, and we never actually did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, Jase has been going through the records there. That's awesome. So there's a potential for that again. So given the amount of care that Jase puts into it, you know, and this is no offence to you, Jase, but your musical taste sits outside really the normal playlist.
It
and
does,
so there's
yes.
all sorts of things that get thrown out there. So Keyzie, if you draw with Jase, it will be the most magnificent of all years.
Oh, will it?
Yeah. It's going to be an absolute doozy.
But the good thing about it, fellas, is that I'm not fussed either way. For me, it's all about the listeners.
Yeah.
For me,
Yeah, well, if that was true, you wouldn't have chosen Papa Roach.
No.
Yeah.
To be honest, and I'm not even joking here. Papa Roach was like, break glass in case of an emergency and play Papa Roach. It'll get you a W.
Oh,
was
really?
what my brain was telling me.
Yeah, well, I've got to say, you were remarkably confident about
it was.
And then when I heard it, I went, oh dear.
Yeah, but that's usually a good sign. Though.
Yeah, well, but you know what I mean? And it was like, but I tell you what, actually, as previously mentioned, by the way, we've got our staff party tonight, and everyone getting glammed up. Fellas, are you getting glammed up? Apart from Keyzie's comedy shirt?
Yeah, probably. We'll see how we go. Yeah, we should show our faces down there. Already, Joe. We'll do a little bit of a dance. You'll do a bit of a sketch and all that sort of thing. I just want to let you know, just an announcement here, fellas. Since I've won 3 times in a row, I think it's proven now it's just not fair to you guys having me in the competition. So I'm going to retire next year.
Sure.
And you guys can just battle it out amongst yourselves, okay?
Right.
And all the best, fellas.
That sounds good. That sounds
Such
good.
a prick. Next year it's on, Mike. All right.
Here's the dudes.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
The Donnas there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Friday afternoon. This glorious Friday afternoon, fellas.
It's cold earlier, but it's warmed up.
Yeah, it's
Vegas.
definitely
So
warmed
good
up
now,
a bit.
fellas.
It's really nice. I might go for a dip tonight, actually.
Speaking of dips, actually, weirdly enough, there's been a bit of funny stuff going around on at my place. One of them.
Would you say it's spooky funny?
It's pretty spooky, yeah. Odd. Yeah, that's right. I get up in the morning and first thing I do is we take the dog out, the daughter and I piggyback her, she jumps off my back onto the couch, we get the dog breakfast, blah, blah, blah. Anyhow, then the kid sort of plays for a while I might organise some work stuff. And I might be in there for half an hour or so in the old office. And then I came out and the French doors at the back, one of them was wide open. And I froze to the spot.
Yes.
Because I did not open that door.
Right.
And it locks at the bottom and it locks at the top.
Oh.
And I was standing there going, have I got a case of the hoity-jays? Am I losing my mind?
Sure.
And then I must have had a look on my face of quite some shock because my kid said, are you okay, Daddy? And I said, I didn't open this door. I've got no memory of it at all. I thought I was losing my mind. She said, oh, I opened it. And I was like, oh, sweet.
Hang on, how did she reach the top?
Oh, that one was unlocked.
Oh.
Yeah, so that wasn't spooky at all, thankfully.
Wow.
Well, why did I play the music?
Oh, you're a bit premature there.
Oh.
Not for the first time, am I right?
Yeah.
Haha, yeah.
True.
Premature
And then-
ejaculation over here.
And then I went out to the,
Just joking.
on a different day, I went out to the pool because my daughter said, Dad, look at this bird in the pool. Look at this bird in the pool. So I went out and there was a bird in the pool.
Yes.
But it didn't have a head.
What? Oh, really?
It had no head and
Decapitated.
it was floating in the pool with all the other muck in there.
Yeah, all the leaves and
Detritus, Jase, if you will.
poos.
And I was like, that's out of it, man.
Yeah.
And I looked over, I heard a meow, and I looked over, there was a cat sitting on a fence and it was looking at me.
Yeah.
And then it lifted up one paw and it licked its paw. And then it licked its chops.
Like menacingly?
Like menacingly, yeah.
Who's
and then
menacingly?
and then it winked at me.
No, it's a saying.
But I thought to myself, how did this bird get in the pool and how did its head fall off?
Yeah.
Well, I think
You know?
Yeah.
I think it's pretty.
I guess we'll never know.
That is,
I mean, if you do the maths on everything you've just said,
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you,
And then the
something's
cat-
going on.
I was like, what's going on? And my daughter's like, what's going on? And I was like, I don't know. And then the cat went, "Rrr!" and it puked up A bird's head.
Yeah.
So how did that happen? Because
totally.
the cat wasn't anywhere near the bird. The
Yeah,
bird was in the
bird
pool.
was in the
Yeah, but it
pool.
was.
The
yes.
cat was on
I
the
don't know,
fence.
man.
Yeah, but
I know. That's full on.
but it's pretty obvious what happened, Jase.
I know. Magic.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Oh, yeah, tune. Royal Blood there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Friday afternoon. You know I've got a bit of royal blood, eh, Mogi?
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, man. Yeah. When I did that, what is it called? The DNA
Ancestry.
thing.
Right.
Yeah, related to a few kings.
Because they're all German, right?
Yeah, a couple of them are German. Yeah.
Yeah.
So German ancestry in me.
Oh, wow.
And regal blood.
Yeah. Sorry, just to go from that to this content that I've got written down here on this piece of paper, if that's all good.
Yes.
Oh, do you write your content down?
We
yeah.
don't even think about it.
Nah.
You just run it. Yeah, you guys are cool though. And
Mind you, you've had a fair amount of booze in your life, Keith.
Oh,
It's
you're
probably hard to
negative.
remember stuff.
well, exactly.
So you need to write it down and that.
That's right. So here on this here on this piece of paper, it says, "Tell Mike and Jase to go F themselves." I'll do that now. But what I actually wanted to get at was last night, right? Went out for drinks with my friends, as I mentioned.
Again.
Yep. And went out to a restaurant down in the Auckland Viaduct there. I was there early with my wife, and so we got a couple of drinks. I had a half pint of beer, not flash beer, not craft beer, just like house lager. She had a small glass of rosé.
I don't like that. There's sizes now. Can I say that?
Same
Just give me
here.
a glass of wine, man.
But
Not small, not large, just glass of wine.
And
Whatever it used to be, that's what I want.
and with
Yes.
the beer as well, I thought I was ordering a pint. And then they're like, oh, can I have that beer there on tap? Yep, cool. They bring it out in a small glass, and it cost $14 for the beer and $15 for the wine. So it was $30 basically before I'd even, and I could not believe it. And back in the day when I was, I don't know, 10 years ago or something, it was like $8 for a pint. Can you even get that anymore, or is it $14 normal?
Well,
for a
you
half
are
pint?
drinking down at the Viaduct.
Yeah, I mean, if you go to some backbone pubs out in West Auckland, you'll get that easy, Keys.
Well,
We
I-
can take you some places where you get
But
a
that's
$1
all
pint,
good.
man.
But I take your point, re the wine. It's getting ridiculous these days where you order, I mean, not that I order wine, but I see people ordering wine in restaurants and so forth.
Etc.
And you get your wine glass and it's about a quarter full. And I just go, nah.
Fill it up.
And it's like,
Nah.
that's meant to sort of signal sophistication or something. What it signals is a massive rip-off. Fill the bastard up and stop buggering around.
What you want is you want your Keyzie Club or your RSA pour.
Yes.
Now, I went to a funeral recently over in Carterton, and we went to the, I think it was the RSA afterwards there. Brimming.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
You want to be spilling that
absolutely
stuff.
to the brim. You walk back, you spill 3 litres over your arm and on the floor, and it's still half full.
That's right.
That's
Yeah,
what it's all.
yeah.
And how much did it cost you? $3.
That's right.
$3.
And they do handles as well. Nowhere does
Handles of
handles.
wine.
Yeah. Well, not of wine, usually.
Especially when you get the wine in those little like bowl glasses.
Oh, yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
And they're like a 6 full.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
it's almost like a sample.
It is.
You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I like that. I'll have a
that's right,
glass
they-
now, thanks.
Yeah. And what's going handles? Bring back handles. Pints aren't a thing anymore in fancy places. Nowhere does pints. They're all half pints.
Right.
It is a joke. Bring back jokes.
It is a joke.
Yeah.
It is a joke.
It's a bloody joke. What do you reckon, New Zealand? Is it a
a
joke?
joke?
3483, although our text machine's playing up, so
It's a joke.
Jace will read. Yeah.
It's not actually playing up, so feel free to text
No, it
through
is
and we'll get into
don't.
We'll get into those
that
next.
next.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Well, it looks like, Keyzie, you've really touched a nerve there. The text flooding in on 3483, overpriced drinkies. Hoe into it, my friend.
Yeah, okay. Well, as I tried to explain earlier, the text machine is playing up today, so there is no point in... yeah, guys, it's a joke how much drinks are these days. What's that about? Cheers. It's from Rodney.
Where does Rodney live?
Oh, no, he lives in Rodney. Sorry, that's from
Rodney
Daryl,
from
who
Rodney.
lives in Rodney. Yeah. Sorry, I've misread that text there. What about this one here? God, by Jingoes, tell you what, beer used to be like a third of the price when I was coming up. Yeah, that's from Janice.
Coming up where?
Oh, it doesn't say. She doesn't say, sorry, on 3483. But definitely keep them rolling in because the text
I
machine
don't
definitely
believe
isn't
Janice
broken.
is a beer drinker, to be honest.
Well, Jace, I made it up. All right? The text machine's stuffed. Stop asking people to text it. I don't know what's wrong with it. IT's not answering.
Okay, mate.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, that's massively disappointing, Keyzie.
Oh no, it's still broken. Have you guys heard about the Powerade G9 at Eden Park?
Oh, yeah.
Nah.
Have you not? Because we've been banging on about it for a while.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, you guys
I
have.
just sort of tune out.
Yeah, because we made that video, didn't we?
We made that golfing video.
Yeah, that's right.
On the Insta.
Up at hodaki.co.nz. Bit of an HR situation going on there, but they're turning Eden Park into a 9-hole golf course. I am playing around this Thursday coming, actually, in the morning with the ACC just to test it out. And if you want to go along and play as well, December 7th till the 9th, I believe you can go and play. There's a special ACC and Hodaki hole in the All Blacks changing rooms there, which is pretty damn exciting. And if you're keen to register your team to go play 9 holes at Eden Park, hodaki.co.nz.
Great stuff, mate. Great. I might do that myself, actually.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't had a swing for a while there, Mogi.
Am I right? Well, you've got your sex swing. I
got the sex swing, yeah.
That's a different kind of swing. Do you know I was at a party recently and I ran into an old mate of yours?
Oh, yes.
An old mate of yours, Jeremy Corbett.
Old Corby.
Old Corby.
How's Corby?
There. He was good, mate. And I said to him, I says, old Hoity J there is pretty keen to get involved in your golf.
Yes.
And he goes, oh, is he? And I said, well, he is. He keeps on mentioning it. He says he's going to come out with it. He goes, oh, does he? I said, yeah, he does. He said he used to play with you back in the day. He goes, does he? You say that? What did he say that for? I said, I don't know. He said he always used to go out and play with you and he was the man. He goes,
Oh, so you were lying. Wow.
It doesn't ring. Well, you said it doesn't ring a bell. It might be true, but it didn't ring a bell.
Yeah, but Corby's quite old now, and so his brain's not what it used to be. He's not as sharp as he was.
It's mush, isn't it?
Yeah. So
anyway, he's waiting for your call, but he's probably forgotten about it now.
Well, funnily enough, Corby texted me the other day and said, "Happy birthday" to one of my daughters, and I went, "What are you talking about, Corby? My daughter doesn't have a birthday today." And he was like, "Sorry, mate."
And it turned out
she did actually have a birthday, so he saved my ass.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Yeah, welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope your Friday's going along very nicely indeed. Coming up after 6 o'clock, the results of the Big Show Big Poll, of course, getting steamed at the work Christmas do, yes or no. Also, what's on the TV with Mike Minogue. How are we feeling about the party? What's it now, boys? Nearly an hour away till we go to the party. Are we all good to go?
I'm fired up for it, fellas.
Have you got a bit of lining on the old gut there, Keyzie?
That's a good question.
I actually haven't. I'm hoping there's food down there.
Right.
I'm sure surely there'll be food down there, right?
I think it's all gone.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it started an hour ago. How can it all be gone?
Yeah, they're just hiding it, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Undercated.
As long as there's beers there, then I'll be sweet as.
Yeah. Have a Guinness or something like that. It's like a meal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Hey, stay tuned, Penny, coming up after 6.
So good.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope your Friday afternoon's going along very nicely indeed. A couple of talkbacks there on the Radio Hodaki show. Get into it, Keyzie.
Talkbacks or texts?
No, talkbacks. Oh, don't tell me there's an issue with those as well. Seriously?
Jase.
What?
The whole computer has shat itself. All right, we're trying to be. We're supposed to be making it a secret, and you keep asking me to do these things I can't do.
He does.
Yeah, well,
he does. I've seen that.
Yeah. Okay, well, no, that's fine.
Forget it then.
No, you're not going to make an
effort.
effort.
You're going to be like that, man.
That's fine. Hey, now listen to the podcast outro today, which is a bonus podcast we do outside the radio show.
It is.
What are we talking about today, fellas?
Nah.
Got anything?
Nah.
Yeah. Can you remember, Keyzie?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
What is it?
Should I play it?
Yeah, this is what it sounds like.
No, it's broken. Just joking, fellas. Here we go.
I don't know if you ever had this in your life, Mogi.
Yeah, mate.
Where I'd wake up in the morning and I would say to my wife, "Geez, old such and such was pissed as a newt last night, wasn't he?" And she'd be like, "Yeah." And I'd go, "Oh, he was massively out of it." And she was like, "Actually, not really. He wasn't drunk at all." And I go, "Oh, he seemed really out of it to me."
Was he swaying?
He was swaying. Yeah.
Actually, everybody was swaying.
Yeah.
So good.
We were reflecting back on our old party days, weren't we there, Mogi?
Because of the party that's happening tonight. And just, warning shot across the bow for old Keyzie there. But I think it's fallen on deaf ears.
Was
totally.
that?
Just be aware of the fact that Keyzie will be taking some recordings tonight too, just to make sure that you're all tickety-boo.
Right, okay. As long as you guys promise not to play them out on Monday.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, no, we wouldn't do that to you.
Yeah.
mate.
She's all
Wouldn't do
good.
that to you. Should we get back to the tunes?
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Queen there on the radio, Hodaki Big Show this Friday afternoon, but right now it's time for...
Big Poll. Ba-ba.
Getting steamed at the office Christmas party, yes or no? The reason that was on topic today, we've got a party to go to after this, don't we, Mogi? And Keyzie, which is the big sort of company do.
Yeah.
Free booze.
The thing you need to know about a company too is it's not just Radio Hodaki. There's lots of other stations. There's
Yes.
lots of sales reps and accountants. It's a big company. So the last thing you want to be doing is getting steamed and making a dick of yourself, fellas?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
With that in mind, the big poll, you can vote on it at Hodaki Big Show on the Instagram story. What were your predictions?
That's the last thing you want to do, but it's the first thing that you do.
Yeah. But also the thing,
Do.
you know, I tell you what happens quite a lot too is, you know, those simmering passions
Oh, yeah.
that you've held all year long suddenly get unleashed, and you're having a major pash at the end of the night.
Well,
there.
interestingly enough, I just went to drop off Keizie's wallet to him because I used it to go to the bathroom there, and he's already taken his wedding ring off.
What? 100% clarity right now, fellas. I did take my wedding ring off. And
Thank you.
and it's-
Guilty.
No.
Guilty.
And sure, it's the same night as the Christmas party. I still have it on me. It's just that under my
It's in your pocket.
where my wedding ring was is getting quite like cracked, quite sore there.
Yeah, well, you got very sensitive skin, don't you?
As soon as I mentioned it, I was like, here we go. Something about little Keyzie having sensitive skin.
But I know what, I tell you what, it hardens up there, Keyzie.
Does it?
Yeah,
it
does
takes
get
a while.
hard.
For quite a long time, it peels. The skin underneath there
Yes.
is moist and it peels.
And it
but
feels-
you're best just leaving it on.
It
Yeah.
feels to me like my body is rejecting marriage.
Marriage, exactly right.
Yeah.
And that is exactly what is happening to you.
Oh, right.
And you just need to suck it up. It's
Right.
over.
Okay.
Move on.
It's unconscious.
That sucks.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
hey, the big poll's good though, fellas?
Yeah,
What do you reckon? What do you reckon we're looking at here?
What was the question? Getting
Steamed.
steamed at the...
I reckon 80% yes.
80 yes.
I go...
Oh, God. Get a win today, Jase.
I won yesterday. 60 yes.
60 yes. Well, I tell you what, you told him to get a win, and he massively didn't. 92% yes.
Wow. But the reality of it is
I won.
but also that's not the case.
What do you mean?
Not
Well,
yeah.
most people go, I don't want to get steamed at the old.
92% of people don't get steamed.
Oh, is that what it was?
No, I'm saying...
Yes, 90, yes.
They're
exactly.
saying, yeah, cool, yeah.
Do it, but they're not
Then
doing
they
it.
don't do
Yeah,
it.
But I
yeah.
think a lot of people would do it.
Oh, for sure they do.
Yeah, but I think if you're like, if there's a small crew of you, like if it's a building crew, and there's like 6 of you, 8 of you, it's, you know, you can get smashed. That's all good. But I
Yes.
think when it's, you know, a big joint like this, it's like, ugh. Although it does happen, doesn't it?
Oh,
Keyzie?
yeah, there'll always be a few.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Can't remember.
It'll always be a few.
Oh yeah.
And, you know, particularly in a big do like this one, then you have the demons the next day. Who did I talk to?
Oh, God.
What did I say?
Anxiety.
Yeah. Who did I pash?
Well,
Yeah.
look, I'm looking forward to the stories on Monday's show.
Well, I tell you what, Mogi, those stories won't involve old Keyzie because I've got a pretty tight game plan.
Oh yeah.
So-
Wedding ring off, straight into it.
Wedding ring off, into it, hammer and tongs.
Good on you, mate.
I'm joking.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Yeah.
That is a tune.
Hey, let's get into a bit of TV chat. What's on the telly with Mike Minogue?
Really good.
Good stuff, man.
That was really great.
Better,
Yeah,
Keyzie,
pugs.
better.
Really good stuff, man. Hey, what did I watch last night? I just watched the old cricket, which was a bit frustrating, actually. And it got to the point, I think they ended up at, Bangladesh ended up at 212 for 3 at stumps.
Correct, yes.
After New Zealand got the final wicket with the first ball of the day. Tim Southey picking it up with a plum LBW there. It was never in doubt.
Yes.
And to be honest, we were lucky to get 3. We were
Yeah.
lucky to get 3 because the way that they got out if memory serves me correctly. There was one where it was tipped on. The ball was driven back past the bowler. Southey tipped it, and it got the non-striker out.
Runs him out.
And the last wicket was a run out where the non-striker got caught ball watching.
Yes.
Instead of there was a single there, but he was watching the ball. And so there was a run out there, and I can't remember what and the other one was an incredible wicket from Jase Patel. The ball turning at right angles for a plum LBW, beautiful. And that was that delivery early in the day. I was like, look, gotta clean these bastards up.
Yeah, totally, man.
And it was just a disgrace from there on. But credit to their captain, who's currently sitting on 104 not out.
Yeah, totally. And interestingly enough, in that this is a bit of cricket chat it's turning out, because I watched cricket as well, obviously.
Sure.
Obviously, Bangladesh, third day. The wicket's supposed to start falling apart, Mogi.
Yep.
And it gets harder and harder to bat on, but the Bangladeshis batted beautifully. New Zealand going to be in all sorts of trouble in the fourth innings. Me predicts. What did you watch, Keyzie?
Well, I was the only one that actually watched a TV show, and that show was a documentary about the London Underground and how it was built. And it was built in 1850, around about then.
1 year.
The first train, that was when it opened. The first trains were steam-powered, which meant in those tunnels, it would have poisoned everyone.
Oh, really?
That's a nice joke, steam-powered. And so the smoke would have poisoned everyone, so they had to cut holes, vents basically, big open passages. And all throughout London, there are fake facades of houses, which just look like a regular building, but behind them, it's just a flat piece of and fake windows painted on it. Behind them is a big hole with air vents for the underground, which they don't need anymore, but they're still there.
Is that right?
I thought it was bloody interesting, to be honest.
That is interesting.
Yeah, so...
Sorry, what?
Oh, were you not listening to any of that?
No, I thought you were going to be talking about someone making noodles or something. Or country calendar chestnut.
Well, I thought you would have been into this,
something,
Jase, because you were around back then.
Like wheat chat or something.
Buckwheat. I've got to watch the rest of that episode of Country Calendar, damn it.
Yeah, good stuff, mate, good stuff.
Oh.
Hey, what are we going into here, Keyzie? My computer's gone down now.
Can you not hear it? It's the Gorillas.
Oh, the Gorillas.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Garbage there on the radio, Hodaki Big Show this Friday afternoon. Now, the ACC 11 for the Dulux Tradies match, which, quite frankly, the ACC have disgraced themselves with every single time. I don't think we've actually won a match, Mogi.
No, we haven't. There was one which sort of had asterisks on it because I think we had 16 wickets or something like that. But, yeah.
And actually, we did draw one, and then we had a bowl off and lost the bowl off.
Oh, really?
Yes, actually, down to that was a great game, that one.
So, for people that don't know, the ACC 11 is made up of all ACC announcers, right?
Yes.
And I actually saw on Facebook earlier this week, a few days ago, a post went up from the ACC. Oh, the 11 wins its first ever game. So 3 days ago, they had a game. And then I looked at the team, and I was like, how the hell did they manage that? Looked at the team. G-Lane was the only one from the ACC. Everyone else was ringers.
Right.
So that's why they finally won a game.
Right, okay.
By completely getting rid of your Wellses, your Hoity Jays.
I think it was a 5-day test.
Oh, was it?
It was a test match, and it was between the Movember 11 and Seddon Cricket Club, I think it was.
But he said ACC 11.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah,
And they were
I think he just tried to cop that.
Yeah,
Oh,
piggyback
God.
And
on
if I
there.
remember correctly, the Movember 11 were all out for 72 in the first morning.
Yes.
So it was looking pretty good from there on out.
Yeah, right. Okay. So, yeah, they still suck then, the ACC 11.
yeah.
Very much so.
But if you
apart
think
from me
if you think you and your mate could help out the cause,
and
though,
my massive bulls.
Jase, if you and your mate think you can help Hoity J, Jeremy Wells, the rest of the ACC 11 and Jase's massive Bulldogs, text Dulux to 3483. You could win the chance to not only play under lights at Bay Oval and Tauranga on the 15th of March, you also get flights for you and a mate and accommodation as well. So once again, Dulux 3483.
It's a bloody good day, actually, and it is great playing on Bay Oval. It's like you dream as a little kid of playing in these great matches, Mogi, and that's the closest I'll ever get to playing on a proper pitch.
Yeah,
That's
if you
right.
want to make a complete fool of yourself, you want to do it at one of the great grounds. Jase.
Exactly.
It's also happening on a Friday, so I think the whole big show will be down there broadcasting live too. So Dulux 3483 gets stuck in.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Well, There you go, you mad bastards. Hope you enjoyed the Friday show. We're off to the staff work do. Mogi, I can see you're fizzing about it, mate. You're good to go. You're raring to go, mate.
When I get excited, I yawn non-stop for about 3 hours. Yeah, I don't know what it's because I ate a yummy meal, and it's just shut me down.
Because your body be used to whatever the diet was, right?
That's right.
The
yeah.
strict.
The
Was it all
strict
protein?
diet. Well, yeah, it was just like whole foods, but that was not a whole food. But it was yum.
Yeah.
It was yum. It was a trade-off, but it just made me tired.
Look real yum, man.
Oh, it's good eating.
Now, Keyzie,
Yeah. What's up, Jase?
Mogi and I will have you back tonight, mate.
Really?
We'll keep you under our wing there. We'll make sure you don't get, too
Yeah.
out of control and too handsy.
Thanks. Oh, well, I'm not going to get handsy. Guys, come on.
But, yeah. And
You
make
say
sure
that every
I
year.
want you to eat something, please, before you... Oh, no, you've had a few beersies.
Yeah, well,
No,
no,
I mean, when you
chip
get
sale,
down
mate.
there, the first thing you do is go and have some nibbles.
Okay, nibbles. Yeah, I'll definitely do that, Jase.
But not nibbling on people's ears.
Yeah, not that kind of nibbling.
Damn, that's definitely the nibbling I was talking about, fellas. Busted.
Good stuff. Hey, listen, it's been a pleasure bringing you the show this week. Make sure you check out our podcast. Make sure you check out our Instagram account. There'll be plenty happening on Monday. I can promise you that. Have a safe weekend. Till then, later!